All right, we're trying this again. So good morning, let's go. It's Motivational Marvelous Monday. What are y'all gonna do this week, right? What I always say to my man, what you gonna do about it? So here we go. If you're joining me live, give me a shout out, let me know you're with me. If you're watching the replay, my favorite emoji is the flame, because I believe it's never too late to rise and shine one more time from your past, from your yesterday, and walk out your greatness, my friend. So I am Dana Glass from Michigan with your daily dose of Dana. And good morning. So good morning. It's time to rise and shine. I all like, what the heck is her title about? Like a recent ZIT. Yeah, y'all, look, I got the ZIT right here. And it was bad. It was really bad last week. Like one day I woke up, it was just like this big, huge. Good morning, Heather. And so I want to share with you guys what, like the lesson I learned from the ZIT. Yeah, my ZIT. Before I talk about my ZIT, I want to talk about why it was so powerful for me. Like, why did it hit me so hard? Because I have a lot of insecurities about my ZITs. So back when I was a teenager, now mind you guys, I'm old. And so this is many moons ago, right? So when I was a teenager, I had really bad cystic acne. And I don't know if you know what cystic acne is, but it's like big boulders on your face. They don't even come to a head. It's just like these huge boulders. And so I did a powerful drug back in the day. It's a long story, but in my 40s, it came back. And I was like to the doctor, I said, listen, like I'm a freaking adult. Can I get rid of my acne? And it's genetic. So a lot of mine are genetics and hormonal. But so lately I haven't had a big issue. I have a lot of scar tissue, you guys. And so years of this, I used to use makeup as a cover up for my zits. Like I just wanted to feel pretty. I just wanted to feel beautiful, right? And I put so much power into makeup. And so like I've healed from that. Like I'm not that girl anymore necessarily, but last week I got this huge zit. You can still see it right here, right? I mean, when I say it was huge, y'all, like I woke up one morning, it was just disgusting. Like it was so big and huge. This one actually had a head to it, and I'm over here like, do I pop it? Do I not pop it? And here's what I know. Good morning, Wonder Woman. Here's what I know. We can learn from anything in life, right? So this zit reminded me of something. I want to share that with you guys. Good morning. So what did I learn from it? Number one, insecurities are going to keep popping up. And especially as you grow and try new things. It's not like you're going to overcome all, you guys. So I just want to release you from that. Like, it's not like you're just going to arrive one day. That's not what this life's about. This life is about a journey. And as we go through things, we're going to have insecurities. So when the ZIT appeared last week, and I'm telling you guys, it was freaking huge. It reminded me of, okay, Dana, what are you going to do to cover it up? What are you going to do to cover up? So here's what my first thought today was. As I'm taking my shower and I'm thinking about the ZIT, y'all, this is how this whole thing started. I'm like, I can cover it up, right? I can put makeup on it, but you're still gonna see it. You probably can see it right now and it's covered up, right? Here's the thing. If I don't get to the root of my problems and insecurities, it's gonna keep coming back up. Can I get an amen? If you don't really deal with the root of your insecurities. See, we live in a world that we want to look good. We want to look good on social media. We want to look good to other people. We're afraid to be vulnerable and transparent to say, hey, I got this insecurity. And it's what we do with that when we realize that we have insecurities, you guys. So no matter how hard I try to cover it up, it's still there. That's number one. Number two, they will never completely go away if you don't get to the root. And if you're growing who you are, you're going to try new things. You're going to find new insecurities. I'm going to give you guys a real big issue. Like, I hate flying. I love flying because I can get there fast. But every time I go flying, it's my reminder that I'm not in control. Because I have control issues. And so it's like, you know what, God, thank you for this reminder that you are in control. And when it's my time to go, it's my time to go, right? Doesn't matter what happens. And so yesterday my man was talking about this crash on 94 from Detroit that happened in 1987. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, so instantly I started to feel the insecurity, like, I don't want to fly to Detroit. Let's get real. But I was reminded again, like, no, Dana, you're not in control, right? So I believe insecurities are a way to bring out, like, hey, you got to grow who you are. You got to deal with the demons inside of you. And if you don't, they're going to keep coming back around. And so what do we do with that? Like, so you got to know, number one, insecurities, you can cover them up all day long, but if you don't get to the root, they're going to keep coming around. Number two, they're going to creep up as you grow and try new things. So don't think you're going to ever arrive. That's just, I think when you can accept you're never going to just arrive, that frees you up from feeling like, oh, I'm insignificant, right? So what do we do? What do we do about it? Number one, I'm owning it. Like, I got a ZIT. I'm owning it. I got a ZIT. Now, mine is genetics. I do know one thing that I just actually read a book where someone else had cystic acne, and she reminded me that sugar is a trigger. So not only is mine hormonal and genetic, but I do know when I eat a lot of sugar, that's why I believe this last year my skin is actually clearing up, because I've been giving up sugar. I'm not trying to eat processed sugar as much. And so now that I'm doing that, my skin is better. So the systematic root, like, get to the root of why you're feeling insignificant, why you're feeling insecure, and acknowledge it. See, if we just keep covering it up and put more makeup on it, it ain't going away, y'all, right? So you can, that could be a lot of things. I don't know what your insecurities are, but it could be so many different things. It could be maybe you want to lose weight, and so you get discouraged and you're thinking, oh my gosh, like, if I go to the gym and I'm going to look like a fool, right? So then you don't go to the gym. That's your option. But not going to the gym is not going to solve the problem either, right? So there's so many things, you guys. So insecurities, you got to know it, you got to acknowledge it, and you got to say, I'm willing to deal with what the root issue is here. And what can I do? See, here's the thing. If you really want to pay attention, we're always focusing on our problems. And not that you can't say, man, sometimes life does dish you lots of problems, right? We get dished a lot of problems sometimes. But at the end of the day, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change until we say, acknowledge that they exist. What am I going to do about it? I actually say this to my man all the time. I'm like, okay, what you going to do about it? He hates it. He hates it. Like, what you going to do about it? Because we can talk about the problem all day long, but I believe for every problem, there's at least 3 solutions. And I wrote this down because until you deal with that, until you heal the true root inside, not the cover up, not the makeup, the inside, right? Until you heal with that, you're going to always do this. You guys, listen, you're going to lose yourself in the process of covering it up. Can I get a freaking amen to that? You will lose yourself in the process of covering it up. Here's what I know. I'm on here talking about my ZIT because I want to help people. I want to help people not stay in the same spot where you're at today. It's Monday. So what is the insecurity holding you back from the one thing you really want to achieve? I was sick last week. Like, I have been fighting since I got back from hot Atlanta, like a cold, allergies. I just haven't felt 100%. Last week, I only went to burn twice. So I missed 5 days, well, 4 days. And today, I literally was insecure because I knew to get back in the grind again, it was going to be super hard, right? Because I had not been working out. My insecurities could have taken me over. But here's what I know. I have a girlfriend that shows up at 6 a.m. I promised her I'd be there at 6 a.m. So when my alarm went off at 5:25 or whatever it was, my insecurity was like, oh God, this is going to be super hard, right? But I promised her I'm going to show up. That's why your tribe, who you surround yourself, is so important. I don't want people that let me off the hook. I want people to be like, Dana, what are you doing over there? Like, you've got greatness inside of you. Let's go. My girl Rebecca actually said that to me the other day. She's like, listen, girl, like, what you going to do about it? Give me back my old words. Like, what you going to do about it, right? Are you going to sit down and give up? Or are you going to keep pushing even though you have these insecurities, even though you feel like, oh my gosh, right? So today I want to encourage you, quit covering up your insecurities. Acknowledge that they exist. And then what are 3 solutions, right? So for me, I know sugar. I know sugar is a big issue. If I eat sugar, my acne is just going to flare again. So I know do you guys think that's easy? Let me just say this. Dealing with your insecurities really from within, the systematic issues, is not easy. But I know how I feel on the outcome, right? So I went to burn today. I didn't want to go. It was super hard. It was super hard. I walked out of there feeling like jello. But then I felt proud of myself. I felt good because I went and did the thing, even though my head was like telling me, all the voices were telling me, girl, super hard. It's gonna be like, I kept telling myself that. Finally, I said, get out of this bed and just go do the thing. I love you guys. Smooches. Have a fabulous week.